Have you ever wondered why so many people struggle to live past the age of 80? Even with all the advances in modern medicine, access to supplements, regular checkups, and healthy food, millions of seniors still face a silent decline, as if something is quietly pulling their lives downward without them even realizing it. And here's the shocking part. Most of these life-shortening factors have nothing to do with genetics or obvious illnesses. They're small habits, hidden imbalances, or overlooked mistakes that seem harmless. But over time, they quietly drain your energy, damage your health, and cut your life short. In today's video, we'll reveal 5 unexpected reasons why most people don't live beyond 80. Reason number 3 will definitely surprise you. It's something almost everyone does, thinking it's helping. And if you're over 60, or you care for someone who is, pay close attention. What you'll learn today could literally add years to your life. So go ahead and like this video to support the channel, and comment the number 2 if you're determined to live with strength, clarity, and independence well beyond 80. Make sure you subscribe to Elder Longevity so you never miss powerful tips like these. Stay with us until the end. We'll show you how to reverse these silent threats and give you simple, science-based steps you can start using today. Let's begin. Part 1. They retire. From life itself, it might sound strange, but one of the most overlooked reasons why many people don't live past 80 is this. They retire not just from work, but from purpose. Sure, retiring from a job is a natural phase of life, but many seniors unknowingly retire from goals, daily challenges, and meaningful responsibilities, the very things that once gave their days direction. And here's what happens to the brain and body when we feel like we're no longer needed. They start to slow down. Neuroscience has shown that a lack of purpose is strongly linked to faster cognitive decline, depression, and even heart disease. The human body, especially after 60, doesn't cope well with stagnation. It's like a machine that begins to rust when left unused. In fact, a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that older adults with a strong sense of purpose had a 43% lower risk of death in the following years compared to those who felt they had nothing left to wake up for. The real danger isn't leaving your job. It's leaving behind your involvement, your curiosity, your desire to contribute, to learn, to look forward to something tomorrow. So if you're already retired or know someone who is, the most important question isn't how much is in your savings account. It's what still gets you out of bed in the morning. That's the true fuel for longevity. In Part 2, we'll uncover something inside your home that could be silently weakening your bones and speeding up aging, and chances are you're using it every single day. Part 2. The Killer Couch. How resting is silently aging your brain and hearties. You heard that right. The couch in your living room might be shortening your life. And no, we're not talking about falling or back pain. We're talking about something far more silent. Too much sitting. After 60, many people believe that resting means spending hours sitting, watching TV, reading, or just staying still. And while the body does need rest, What seems harmless can slowly shut down your cardiovascular and brain health. Science is clear. Sitting more than 7 hours a day, even with short breaks, can increase your risk of early death by up to 61%, especially from heart disease, blood clots, and cognitive decline. But it gets worse. When you stay inactive for long stretches. Blood flow to your brain drops, oxygen levels fall, and neural connections begin to weaken. It's as if your brain is slowly powering down, even though you're fully awake. A study from UCLA found that sedentary older adults have significantly less brain mass in areas critical for memory, like the hippocampus. In other words, the couch isn't just stealing your muscle strength. It might be stealing your mind. Now, don't feel guilty for wanting to relax. That's not the problem. The real issue is prolonged stillness. Here's the fix. Get up every 30 to 40 minutes. Stretch your arms. Walk to the balcony. Move your legs. Climb a few stairs. Your brain sees this as a sign that you're still in the game. And in return, it releases protective chemicals that defend your neurons and your heart. In part 3, we reveal something that shows up in 95% of seniors' breakfasts, but may double your risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's over time. Part 3. The breakfast that feeds Alzheimer's. Almost any person over 60. What they eat for breakfast, and you'll likely hear something like toast with margarine, coffee with milk and some cookies, or cereal with milk. Sound familiar? Here's the hidden danger. This kind of breakfast, high in simple sugars, processed oils, and refined carbs, could be silently aging your brain every single day. Did you know that having glucose spikes in the morning, without any protein or healthy fat to slow them down, causes what researchers call silent hyperglycemia? You may look fine on the outside, but inside, your brain is being hit with waves of inflammation, and repeated inflammation over time has been linked to memory loss, difficulty focusing, and increased buildup of beta-amyloid plaques, the same plaques found in Alzheimer's patients. A study by the Mayo Clinic found that seniors who eat high-carb breakfasts have up to an 89% higher risk of developing dementia than those who focus on protein and healthy fats. And it gets worse. Many of these breakfast foods also contain artificial sweeteners and chemical preservatives, which are now linked to a greater risk of Parkinson's and even depression. Now imagine doing that every single morning for years. It's like starting your day by slowly poisoning your brain. The good news? You can turn it around. Swap out sugary cereals and white bread for eggs, avocado, chia seeds, plain yogurt, nuts, even a bit of olive oil or fish in the morning. It might sound unusual for a traditional breakfast, but your brain, your memory, and your energy levels will thank you. And you'll feel the difference within weeks. In part 4, we'll uncover an emotional mistake that silently pushes people away, damages family bonds, and may double your risk of early death without you even knowing it. Part 4. The resentment that kills. Loneliness disguised as pridemony. People over 60 carry an invisible pain. Sometimes it's a child who has drifted away. Other times, a sibling who stopped calling, or a lifelong friend who disappeared without explanation. And what do most people do? They hold on to resentment, convince themselves they don't need those people anymore. They say to themselves, if they want to reach me, they know where I am. But here's the hard truth. Emotional isolation is one of the deadliest factors in old age. And most often, it's disguised as pride or self-protection. Studies show that the risk of early death from loneliness is comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Older adults who feel socially isolated have higher risks of stroke, dementia, anxiety, insomnia, and even cancer. And it's not just about being physically alone. It's the feeling of emotional disconnection, having no one to share memories, fears, or plans with. The question is it worth carrying that resentment? Is it worth letting a grudge from 10 years ago steal your next 10 years? Many wait for the other person to make the first move. But what if that other person is waiting for the same thing? If you want to live longer and better, maybe the most powerful action isn't taking a new supplement, but picking up the phone, sending a message, or silently forgiving. Human connection is not an emotional luxury. It's a vital nutrient. For longevity. In Part 5, we'll talk about a common deficiency after 60 that causes fatigue, falls, mental confusion, and pain. Yet almost no one checks for it until it's too late. Part 5. The silent deficiencies sabotaging your health after 60 when it comes to health after 60. Many people focus on common vitamins like C and D, but there's one essential nutrient that almost no one checks, and it might be draining your energy, balance, and even your mind. I'm talking about magnesium levels. Magnesium is responsible for hundreds of chemical reactions in your body, including regulating muscle function, preventing cramps and weakness, maintaining heart rhythm, balancing your nervous system, controlling deep sleep, and supporting memory and concentration. As we age, our bodies absorb less magnesium, and many seniors have chronically low levels without realizing it. The problem? This deficiency causes severe fatigue, poor balance and dizziness, muscle pain, mental confusion, and worsens anxiety and depression symptoms. Worst of all, these signs are often ignored or simply written off as natural aging. But studies show that proper magnesium supplementation can improve sleep by up to 60%, reduce falls in seniors by up to 40%, boost mental clarity and mood, and strengthen heart health. If you're over 60, ask your doctor to test your magnesium levels and add magnesium-rich foods to your diet like spinach, almonds, avocado, pumpkin seeds, and fatty fish. This simple step might be exactly what you need to regain energy and extend your longevity. Now that you know the 5 unexpected reasons silently shortening life after 80, the choice is in your hands. Remember, longevity isn't just about genetics or expensive medicine. It starts with small daily choices, from keeping your purpose alive, caring for your mind and body, to nurturing real human connections. If this video helped you, please like it to support our channel. Comment the number of your favorite reason, or share which habit you plan to change first. And don't forget to Subscribe to Elder Longevity for valuable tips that can transform your life after 60. Health and vitality are your rights, and it's never too late to start truly caring for them. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.